it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. How are you today? Oh, I forgot to put my little sign in the window. Or open. There we go. It's my Boggy Creek sign. How's everybody doing? I want to thank you all for joining me here on my channel today. If you're new, I hope you like it here. Thanks for stopping by. If you're one of my originals, I appreciate you coming back again and again. Excuse me. So today's video, my channel is generally about yarn, crochet, sometimes yarn stores. Not much hauls because I live in a camper and my yarn is mostly in storage and I don't have room for more. But I do travel. I haven't traveled throughout the summer, but we'll be traveling a lot next year too. And we'll be going to local yarn stores and just travels in general, and I do tape that, a lot of that, and try to put it on my channel for you. So sometimes it's about traveling and what we're seeing what we're seeing. But today's video is I got Happy Mail and Luck of the Draw. So let's start with the Happy Mail. I'm so excited. I'm going to just pull it out. There were a lot of little cards. It came from Amazon, from my Amazon wish list. And Melanie, thank you so much. I was so excited to see. She sent me hooks. She sent me 4 of my number 6 favorite. The number 6 is my go-to hook. If I'm going to make something up on my own, I'm going to use a number 6 99% of the time. Generally, I just always pick the number 6. I love the way it feels in my hand. I love the size of the stitch. So she sent me 4. 1 is in the car. My husband said, leave 1 in the car because one week we went to my daughter's. We go to my daughter's and daughter-in-law's every week, and Roy does yard work and I usually do laundry. And while I'm waiting in between loads, I crochet if nobody's home. And I forgot my crochet hooks, and he says, put 1 of those in the car. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. So on our way home yesterday, I opened the Happy Mail and I saw the 4 number 6s, and he's like, 1 of those needs to go in the car. And it is in the glove compartment, so I will always never have to worry about not having a number 6 hook. And as long as I bring my yarn, I will have something to crochet. And with each hook, she sent me a nice little note, and they're all hook related. But she said she did this because of what I do for Boggy Creek, and I really don't do much. It's but it's all about the kids. But I appreciate the hooks. And then she also sent me a 6.5 and a 7. Love it because I have only 1 set of the bigger hooks, 6.5 and bigger on the clovers, the plastic ones. I only have 1 of each of those. So now I have 2 of these sizes, and that's awesome because having a spare is always a good idea, particularly when you forget your stuff sometimes or you misplace your hook by accident. So that is my first, and I'm so excited to have received them. And I will definitely be hooking some blankets with these. And thank you so very much, Melanie. I really appreciate it. And I just feel like I have an abundance of hooks now, of number 6 hooks. I'm like, can you really have too many? I can actually keep them with my projects now. The number 6s, I never do that because I have previously had 2 sets of clover hooks, and I keep one as I used to keep when we still had our house. I kept one here in the summertime. I kept a set here, and I had a set at home. So I always had my hooks with me at both places. But now I have both sets with me, just in case I misplace a hook or like I lost my hook in the car. That was horrible. You just don't know how bad it is to lose your hook when you only have 1. I have a couple now. Now I have a bunch. So yay. And I appreciate it so very much. Now on to Luck of the Draw. Luck of the Draw is a crochet along. Jaxie from Creations by Jax and Trisha, Mama Swift are hosting. Jaxie's joining Mama Swift this Luck of the Draw 12. It's the 12th time. It was started by Nan from Nan's Next Knots, but Nan sadly isn't doing it anymore, and let Trisha take over. And they're doing Boggy Creek style. The original Nan's Next Knots Luck of the Draw was a 20-week thing. But because Luck of the Draw, Boggy Creek blankets are smaller, she's only doing 10 weeks and 5 colors versus 8 colors. So you generally have a main color and then 8 other colors, and you number them 1 through 8, and every week she picks a number, and you use the number that coordinates with, she picks number 8, you use number 8 colored yarn, and you make, it's like a scrap can, except it's controlled. And that's perfectly fine. You pick the colors that are going to be in it, so they're going to coordinate, or you just use up scraps that you have, or you buy special yarn. It doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. This time, I am using the colors that coordinate with the Boggy Camp Creek cabins that the kids stay in. They have 4 colored of cabins. Blue, green, red, and yellow. But I needed 5 colors, so I added a cream just to break up, or to add the 5th color. I did not use a main color. This is the first time ever I've not used a main color. So normally you would do so many rows, whatever you want, you choose, of your color of the week, and then so many rows of the main color to break it up. I'm not doing the breaking up. I picked a stitch that I found someone on TikTok using, and apparently Creative Grandma, it's a Creative Grandma Stitch of the Week, number 231. Someone told me that. So you start with a row of half double crochet just as a base, and then you and my stitches are getting tighter. I have to be really careful about this. Then you do a row of V stitches and a row of granny stitches, and so it's just multiple of 3. The first week I had red was my number, then my cream, then blue, and I know you can see through and you've seen, but this week my color was yellow. And I am using a number 7 clover this time, and this is what we'll show it to you this direction so you can see all the colors together. This is what it's looking like right now. I know it was looking real Americana the first 3 weeks, which I loved the look of, but I thought, gosh, I hope it doesn't, end up looking like an Americana blanket with some yellow thrown into it. So I love the stitch. It works up really fast, particularly with the number 7 hook. But it works up really fast, and it's pretty. It's got some, lace look to it because of the holes. But it's solid enough that it's warm, but not overly warm. I mean, these kids are in Florida, and if you're new here, Camp Boggy Creek is a camp in Florida, and they take chronically ill children. Camp is free. They do week-long camps during the summer, and they do family camps on the weekends during the school year. So they are open year-round. They have a complete medical staff for trauma center quality, and the medical staff is trained in the disease of the week or weekend, and every kid gets to take home a handmade blanket. It's knitted, crocheted, woven, it's made out of yarn. Every kid gets one for free. They get it as a souvenir, and that is my charity of choice. And we have now our Boggy Brigade. Not a name made up by, well, just let it sit here. Not a name made up by me, but by the subscribers who donate to our cause. On panel, like we have myself and Nancy. Nancy and Billy and I, with the help of Nancy's mom, Sue, because she's the one that got us involved, started collecting blankets 3 years ago. Billy has taken a step back, and she doesn't come up on panel too much anymore. It gets to be a bit long and she gets tired, but she is collecting tumbleweeds, which are pom-poms, handmade loosely. Don't use a pom-pom maker because the kids have to take them apart piece by piece. When they see an act of kindness being done, they take a piece of their tumbleweed or pom-pom off and tie it to the string of the person that did the nice gesture. And that's to help teach them kindness, and the idea is that they have no pom-pom left and all strings tied around their necklace because they were doing so many nice things. And they are collecting a lot of tumbleweeds this year because it is Boggy Creek's 30th anniversary in February or March, and they're having a big gala, and they're inviting like all of the past campers and families, I guess. I don't know. They're doing lots of really lots of celebrating this coming up 2026. So they are collecting a lot of tumbleweeds. I made 10 out of some scrap yarn that I actually bought at a garage sale. I've made 10 so far. I took apart a project that was included in the scraps and made pom-poms out of them. But I have a basket full of scraps for making pom-poms on top of scraps that Nancy gave me. So if you want to send in pom-poms, tumbleweeds, send them to Billy. Unless you're sending them in with blankets, then send them to Nancy. Both addresses are in my description box in all my videos. There are videos about Boggy Creek in my description box. There is a playlist of all of the people. We have a lot of designers who have designed blankets specifically for Boggy Creek. So they're designed in a Boggy Creek size. And I have a playlist for that. And you can make those. They're tutorials. They're free of charge. You can make them anytime you want. You don't have to make them for Boggy Creek, and you can make them bigger if you wanted it bigger, but they designed blankets for us to give to our subscribers as another style of blanket to make, another idea. And then we try to drive viewers to those channels to make the blankets and watch the tutorial. So we add to that list anytime. If you're a designer and you want to design a blanket for Boggy Creek, and then you want to come up on panel and show that blanket, that's fabulous. As of, oh gosh, my eye is so itchy. As of Wednesday, on Wednesdays, we go live and we open up blankets. It'll be, normally there's Jaxie from Creations by Jax. She's new on our panel this year. Lynanne, who came and took over for Billy last year, from Nina's Knots Crochet, and then Nancy and I guess I got sidetracked when I was saying who's on the panel. Nancy opens the blankets. She lives in Florida. She has space to store them. Last year we had Juan on the panel. He's still making blankets and he's still working in the background, but he's not going to come down this year, so he's not collecting blankets for us or with us. Juan the Yarn Addict, you know him. He is still designing though, and he will show up every now and again, but Wednesdays are difficult for him. So we open you send the blankets to Nancy, she opens them, we count them. Last year we raised over 3,000 blankets, but we shortened our collection season this year by about 6 weeks, because Lynanne and I have things we have to do, and we can't deliver them later than the beginning of February. So we're not real sure when the collection date is, or the delivery date is yet. We're working with Kimmy on that from the camp, but it'll be the last weekend of June or the first weekend of February, no later than that. And we'll fill the truck and we'll send the blankets. This is our 4th year. We have a swag shop that's linked in my description box as well. Oh, I don't have anything with this, with the logo. Oh, wait, I do have, hold on. I can show you the logo, but I don't have a shirt. Or we have shirts, sweatshirts, t-shirts, long and short sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies and tote bags. And this is the logo that we created with Sky this year, and all the proceeds from the swag shop, which we started because people asked for it, and all the proceeds go to Camp Boggy Creek. As of Wednesday, we have over $1,000 that can go to the camp for things they need, or send a kid to camp if we raise enough. Because the kids all go to camp for free. Their families on family weekend, it's all free to the families. It's a great support group for the families on family weekend. So anyway, that's the Boggy Creek story. I know I talk about Boggy Creek all the time. It is, like I said, my charity of choice. And I I said do. I do crochet quite a bit for Boggy Creek. But I am not one of the, Trisha from Mama Swift, she has committed herself to 100 blankets this year. I think Shirley Spring, one of our subscribers, I think she does like 100 blankets a year. I don't know how these women crochet so fast. Nana June, we have there is a special blanket, Nana June. She passed away this year, but she was a major contributor to Boggy Creek, making at least 50 blankets a year for the last several years, or a couple of years. I mean, we're only 4 years in. And her daughter, they made a lot of blankets together and shipped them in. But Nana passed away, and so we have a tote bag in the swag shop for Nana June. And the proceeds still go to camp. And there's been a blanket created, a Nana June blanket, in memory of her. And so a lot of us, I will be making that blanket. I haven't started it yet. I gotta wait till I finish something else, and then I'm gonna make that blanket as well. And there was one other thing I wanted to mention. I don't know. I'm sure you've heard it before. And you'll hear it again, whatever it is that I can't think of right now. You know how it is as you get older. Things come and go. You don't get it out right then. If you don't squirrel, like Granny D talks about, then things get lost. So the swag shop is open all the time. Blankets are accepted. Right now is collection time. We don't accept them all year, but you can make them all year, even when we're not crocheting, or when we're not presenting them and accepting them. And we'll get them to camp. Last year we raised over $3,000. We don't expect to meet that goal this year because we're cutting our collection time by a lot. So we haven't set a goal just because we don't want to set one lower than what we did last year. And we just don't have any idea where to go with it. So I think people have created their own goals in their own heads as to how many they want to send in, or how many. And even, you know, one blanket is wonderful. I can go on and on and on, and obviously I do about Boggy Creek, and I apologize for that. It's just such a wonderful place, and a lot of excuse me, a lot of people look for a place where they can, what they can do with blankets that they make, and so we get a lot of people saying, oh, thank you for giving us a place to donate our blankets to, because you crochet all these beautiful blankets and you don't know what to do with them. You know, your friends and family only want so many, right? So think of us if you have extra blankets. They're 30 to 40 wide, 40 to 50 long, or a 40-inch square or circle. We did put out a challenge. I put out a challenge this year to crochet a smiley face blanket, just a big circle, and put a smiley face on it. You know, some eyeballs and a big smile. I did mine in yellow. This yellow. This is Big Twist. It's the big balls, and it's just, I think, yellow. Oh, this is Varsity Yellow. I had a big ball of it, and it was just reminding me of a big, huge smiley face. So I made a blanket, and it took one ball. And I think I did use my number 6 clover hook. It's put up over there. And I crochet, I believe, 33 rounds, I think, in the yellow, and then a couple of rounds in black as a border. It made it 40 inches across for me. Seems like it should be more than 33 rounds. But then we have some graphs. If you want to do a graph-gan, just email the Boggy Blanket Brigade at Boggy Blanket Brigade at gmail.com and put graphs in the subject line. There is a whole big long amount of graphs, including 1 or 2 that are smiley faces. If you did a smiley face square graph-gan, that works as the counting of the challenge of smiley face blankies. We would like to be able to do the whole camp in smiley face blankies, and we're getting in several. I think we have 10 so far, and we're counting graph-gans because a couple of our subscribers, Annette and Tatiana. Annette is Tangled in Yarn. She's put some on her channel, and she did do some videos on how to make a graph-gan, which are very good. So I would suggest watching those. I would encourage you, if you've never made a graph-gan, to watch those. And Tatiana, which is Tatiana's Blankets, and I don't know if she's put any on her channel. They both generally don't do videos, or didn't. They might be doing them now. I have watched Annette's graph-gan videos because she's helping me to make graph-gans, to make a graph-gan, and I'm loving doing it. It's a challenge, but it's good. It's a good challenge, and that'll be updated in another video. This video is I'm chatting way too much, because that's all I have to say. I just I wanted to make sure and plug all the things to do with Boggy Creek, which takes a long time. It's actually, it's growing into like its own entity over here. Just from Nancy and I asking a couple of people to make some blankets, it's, you know, it's developed into a thing, and a very good thing. So if you want to donate some blankets, please do. We appreciate it. If you can't or don't, but you still want to be, you know, participate in some way, you can make tumbleweeds, which there are in my description box. There's a video on how to do that. One from Boggy Creek. Billy, the Crafty Floridian, also has a video on how to make tumbleweeds. I should actually put those in the playlist. That's a good idea. I'll do that. I'll add those to the Boggy Creek Blanket playlist. Then they're really easy to find. And I'll put them at the top. And so you can do that. You can donate. Jaxie on her channel, she gives away shipping blessings that people donate. They give her money to forward on to help people pay for shipping of the blankets, which is an awesome, awesome thing. So that's wonderful. And just watching the lives and encouraging other people to make blankets and send them in. If you know, that helps. Everything helps. Spreading the word helps. So please join us in at least spreading the word on Boggy Creek. Watch some of their videos because they're awesome. And you'll see what the camp is like and what the kids are like, and how much they enjoy camp and being able to go there. Okay, that's enough of my Boggy Creek stuff. Thank you, Melanie, for the hooks. I am so appreciative. Love them so much. And don't forget, Luck of the Draw comes out on Thursdays. It's never too late to join in. There's 11 other ones. If you find that you joined in on the first one and you're like, oh gosh, I want to do this again with different colors, and I don't want to, wait. I want to make 4 blankets right now. You can watch and do previous Luck of the Draws. There are 11 other ones to join in on. Luck of the Draw does have a Facebook page. Oh, we have a Facebook page for Boggy Creek too, where you can show your makes and ask questions and, whatever. It's monitored by Lynanne's husband mostly, but I mean, everybody's on there that wants to be on there so far. It's Boggy Blanket Brigade, and it's a Facebook group page. So you can pop in on there, answer the 2 questions, and Tom will let you in. So Luck of the Draw has a Facebook page, and they have a messenger group where they chat, which is all done by Trisha. So join in. All the joining is fun. The reason that I started this channel was to make friends that crochet. And if you are one of those people that want friends that crochet and you don't know anybody that does, or you want more friends that crochet because you do know people that do, joining those Facebook group pages and working on projects together is a really fun way to get to know people. I have many, many crochet friends now. And I feel like even if I didn't make another video, I would still have a lot of crochet friends even without being on video. But I'm not going to stop my channel because how else am I going to support Boggy Creek? That's my support of Boggy Creek, is to spread the word this way. And I get to stay in touch with all my friends. So, and I enjoy doing the channel. I mean, don't get me wrong. But I started it to be able to do the things that you don't have to have a channel to do, if you know where to go. So some of those Facebook group pages, like the Boggy Creek one, you have a common interest because you're making blankets or encouraging people to make blankets. You're supporting the camp in some way, shape, or form. And the same with Luck of the Draw group page. The purpose is to show your blankets and interact with people that are making the same thing that you are. So if you're looking for that kind of camaraderie, join those group pages. There's always something going on there. I mean, there's always somebody talking, chatting, questioning, showing off their stuff. And on the Luck of the Draw, they're harassing the girls. Get those numbers out when we're ready for the next number. Come on, let's go. Sending them coffee through through a little graphic emoji kind of thing. Here's coffee. Get up. Get us our number. We've been doing that for years. Anyway, join in, and all I can say is happy hooking, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, all those things that Facebook likes you to do, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.